Or OgiePop, the What's Poppin Podcast, where we put you up on the sauciest motherfucking shit. You hear me? We let you know what's poppin', who's poppin'. We don't do the who got popped and nothing like that. That ain't our business. You know what I'm saying? This is a different kind of podcast. Today I got a special guest in the building, one of our slept-on artists in the city. Goes by the name of FLO the Songwriter. What's up, Flo?
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Appreciate you having
me. Looking like Rocky Balboa, repping the Italianos.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Puerto Rican week, though. So, Boricuas in the house. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is Puerto Rican week. They did have a successful Puerto Rican parade in Chicago. So, salute to all my Boricuas in Chicago who put the guns down this year. You know what I'm saying? Talking about guns down, you represent the burbs a little bit, right?
Burbs, Southside, right on the
guns
coast.
in the burbs.
Yeah.
Right?
No, not too many, not too many.
No, but that's dope. So, you've been doing hip hop for a minute.
Yep.
I was slept on you. I got to meet my brother on the scene of Win for Losing. You hear me? A movie, if you have not went and copped, you got to go cop it right now.
Right now.
Get you some popcorn, get you a little of that Remy and Monacos, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to have a good time. Your boo going to love it. You might get you some that night. You know what I'm saying? My man was an actor in the film. Those who follow me know that I was a star in the joint. Loco is a dog when I tell you. You hear me? You're going to want to check me out on my local shit. You hear me? Yeah. But me and my man got a scene together. And that's why I met him.
Dope scene.
Yeah, I'm not going to, ruin it. It's probably one of the dopest scenes, actually. Yes, definitely one of the dopest scenes of the movie, It's a thriller. You guys got to go check it out. But I met my mans on the scene of the movie. And, come to find out, looking through the brother's content, as we all do, you become a family when you get in a film or do a project together. And everybody's, showing each other love and, supporting the content. I went and I looked my mans up. And I'm like, yo, my man got a song with Twista. My man could spit. My man looking like the young Logic, you know what I'm saying? That's what you reminded me of,
Appreciate it, yeah.
And I was like, dope. It was one of the weeks where I come to the city of Chicago and I want to show some love to the people who are not a Little Dirk, who are not Katie Got Bands, but they need to let we need to let everybody know, hey, look, we got somebody that's popping over here too. So I need everybody right now to go support my man's content. It is FLO the Songwriter on Instagram. He's got joints out. My man's in movies. He's working right now, you hear me? So just like y'all love that love, you gotta go get some love back. Check my man's out. Yeah. Tell me what got you that hip hop running through your veins. What was it that bit you and said, what? I love this shit. I gotta, make music. I gotta go get a Will Gates. I gotta have him film my video. This next project has gotta be a movie.
Right.
What really, gave you that love and feeling?
Yeah, I'd say, growing up, I would go to a lot of house parties. I think that's definitely where it started, because people would be gathering into groups and people be popping in and out, doing the little freestyles, and I was like, oh man, I gotta come up with a couple lines, jump in, get out, you know what I mean? So I started doing that, and I would have one or two lines, and then I started freestyling. So then it got to a point to where like the freestyling, I didn't feel like there was, I couldn't get consistent enough. Like I needed to make songs, you know what I mean? I needed to make bodies of work, and so it just kind of elevated from there. And
how many years ago was this?
Man, a long time. Probably.
First song.
My first song that I made?
Yes.
My first song that I made, like, recorded?
Yeah.
Probably, maybe 17 years ago.
17 years ago, okay.
Long time.
And you got over 60 songs.
Oh, I got over 60 out. I probably recorded probably close to 1,000, if not more.
1,000 songs? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a decent catalog. I'm picky with what I release,
What do you listen to?
I listen to all genres of music, actually. I listen to hip hop, I listen to rock, I listen to country, I listen to, pretty much everything,
Okay.
I'm all over the place. I appreciate music, and I kind of just, whatever vibe I'm feeling, if I'm driving or if I'm sad or, whatever it is that, I'm trying to channel, I just kind of go there.
We're in the Midwest, okay? And I know for the people that tune in from like, New Jersey, Boston, California, what do you love so much? We got to give them, when you tune in here, you got to feel Chicago, you got to smell Chicago. Tell them what Chicago's like. Why the fuck you love Chicago and Chicago hip hop so much?
Yeah, Chicago, to me, it's just a different type of, hip hop and rap, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm stuck kind of in the 90s a little bit with the Twista and like that Midwest, like do or die and the crucial conflict and the psychodrama, and like I feel like that kind of molded, Chicago. Common and Lupe. It's just there's a type of sound with it, and a lot of I love that twisting. I love when I feel like there's an art to it, and not a lot of people could do that. It's a skill, there's really a lot of breath control and.
I gotta ask. I shouldn't cut you off, but
That's
I gotta
good, that's
ask
good.
this question when it's right here. And you said twisting and tongues.
I'm with
How
you.
the fuck did you get twisted on a song?
Yeah, so I think it kind of started with do or die, and they kind of taught me the game, and then
Shout out to Do It Die.
yeah, appreciate it. AK and B-Lo, they kind of took me under their wing a little bit and kind of showed me around, and that kind of started, and then ran into Will Gates, and he basically kind of took it from there and actually introduced me to a lot of people.
Shout out to Will Gates.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it started. And so I reached out, and to him, I actually sent him 2 songs, and me and Will kind of were arguing back and forth because I wanted one
So
thing.
Will was with you in this process?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He was with me.
So you got 2 songs.
Yeah, so I got 2
You
songs.
send him the raw twist, the one,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I sent one that I wanted and one that he wanted because
Okay.
and
describe both these tracks. The one that he wanted.
yeah, the one with
What was
him
that
was
about?
like super. It had a decent sample. It was, the beat was by DJ Victorious, and it just had like a different kind of feel. It was super different, and I think the main reason I didn't want to send that because it was quite the challenge for me to do those type of beats. I don't want to say I wasn't there yet, but it was the next challenge for me, right? And the other one was a little more simpler, and I could really like navigate through the beat. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, so what happened was he sent them both, and he said, yeah, he picked the one that I wanted. I was like, hey, but he picked it, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, and that song's out. It's called For the Customer. Yeah, DJ Victorious.
For the customer, right? For the customer?
Yep, For the
Out
Customer.
right now,
Yeah.
FLO the Songwriter, featuring your boy Twista. Go download that, check that out. My man spitting, you know what I'm saying? And then Twista always comes in bodies. Anybody joint he get on. I done seen him do, you know what, shout out to Twista, man, for working with the younger artists. Twista works with, if you got talent, he gonna work with you. He got a song with my boy Beads. I think they got a couple maybe. He got one with my boy Mario Cannon. And yeah, Twista done bodied everything he done jumped on.
So I got another song with Twista too. It's me, Twista, and Beads. It's called The Goat. Yeah. We
did
recorded
hear
that here at
I did
Gray
hear
Cinema.
that. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was you
Yeah.
on the track.
Yeah.
I did hear that when that dropped.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
shot by
dig
Will
that.
Gates too. We did that here.
Shout out to Beads, man.
Yeah.
Beads
that's my
one
guy.
of the dopest in Chicago.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let's talk about, okay, so you've been doing music 17 years.
Yeah.
So you come from when there was lyrics were really a factor.
Right.
And, it wasn't more harmonizing or auto-tune. It was, you got to have them metaphors and lyrics. And
Yeah.
so who were your top MCs that you were,
So yeah, I mean,
influenced by?
I was definitely influenced by Chicago, and like I said, I really didn't get out of the Chicago scene until I was in my mid-20s for sure, and that shy banging was it for me. The Twista, the Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Psychodrama, Triple Darkness, Direct. Man, he's a spitter. One of my favorite, and that kind of set the tone for me. And then outside of that, so I'd say in terms of top MCs, Twista's always been number one for me. So to work with him, that was like a dream come true and a humbling experience. After that, I started really digging into like Jay-Z. He was another one, Busta Rhymes. You know, he's on the list, and I'm trying to think who else from there. You know, mostly just them Chicago people, though. I'd say they're in there for me. You know, they really like inspired me to do this music like that. That's what kind of kept me going. You know.
Okay. Your involvement, you acted, you want to let people know what you did in the film and any other projects that you've acted in and what you got going on right now.
Yeah, so right now I got 2 films out. I got, or 2, you know, roles in different films. I got Secrets of a Side Chick that's out. I got
Will Gates, baby.
Yep, got a role in that, and then I got a role in Win for Losing, you know, that we just released. You got to go get that, you know. Got to go definitely get them both because they're good movies, and I'm proud to be part of the work. A lot of work put into them. I don't think people realize, you know what I mean, how many days.
Well, man, you know what? I did 2 projects with Bo. We did one a year ago, which was Cap and Gown. And man, I don't know since I only played a little part, I don't know where maybe my head was at too much on that film compared to this film where I was really, you know, 5 months filming, every weekend I was filming, so I had more involvement. But this film ain't been out. June 4th, today's I think the 11th. Yeah. And I have got so much feedback, screenshots from all my people. Hey, look, I just bought it. Me and my boo gonna watch it tonight. Or a family member in another state. Hey, look, we're getting the family together tonight, and we gonna watch a film. Or, hey, look, we watched the film. It was dope. And so salute, man. Thank y'all for everybody for supporting the project. It is a dope film. I'm not just saying it just because I'm in it. Cold Hard, man. I gotta tell y'all something. Y'all know Cold Hard for rapping. Y'all might know him for doing other stuff. But Cold Hard is Denzel Washington in this movie, y'all. Yeah. Y'all got to go watch it. Y'all got to give Cold Hard his flowers.
No doubt.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt. Yeah, he did his thing. Yeah.
I do this little thing, man, in my podcast, right? Where I ask all the guests, or I throw 3 names out there, right?
All right.
I'm gonna give you one at a time. I want you to say the first thing that just comes to mind about this person or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I want to start off by, you say I usually stay away from politics, so let me not go there. I was gonna do them with the mayor, the Lightfoot, like they did me. They got me with Lightfoot. But how about Bill Murray? He's been trending lately.
Right. You know what? The first word that comes to mind is funny, but I don't know what's been trending. I don't get out on what's current and, you know, time, so don't hold that against me. But funny, I'd say. You know, in some of his movies that he's doing. You want one-word answers, or what are you?
No, he's trending right now because he's dating, who was it, Khaleesi?
Oh, you know what? Somebody like 50 years young or something?
Yes.
Shania's baby mama.
Hey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man. I'd say, I mean, how old is he? Is he in his 90s?
Man, he's looking like he's pushing 80.
Man, I'd say if you could do it at that age, I mean, more power to you. I mean, that's how I see it.
That's how you see it? Okay.
I mean, if you could do it at 90 and it's love, who matters what age,
Al
right?
Pacino at 79 having a baby?
Yeah, and somebody else, wasn't Robert De Niro having a baby too? Yeah.
Was it Robert De Niro?
I think they both.
Oh my God.
They probably called each other up.
Y'all
And was
gangsters,
like, hey, forget about it.
Gangsters.
You know?
I'm strapping up every time. I'm not going. You can't get me. You hear me? Lotto said she'll pay that $500 herself. You hear me? I need to fuck with them kind of broads, you know?
Or maybe this is some PR for something they're doing in the future. You never know. You know?
Okay.
Who knows?
How about Joe? What is it? Rogan? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I'd say.
Podcaster, UFC commentator. What do you think about him?
You know, I don't know a lot about him. I know he's got the podcast and he does this thing on Fear Factor. And I think he was on some Girls Gone Wild or something a long time ago, or something like that. But I think when people are doing that type of stuff, I'd say, you know, fearless, in my opinion, because when people go out there, and it takes a lot of courage to be doing things like that, you know, that people are going to tell you you're going to fail, this and that. And he's just doing his own thing. You know what I mean? He don't care about what people are thinking. He just does his own thing, and that's what it is, you know? At least for my, what I
personally
see.
watch a lot of podcasts, and I think Joe Rogan is one of the dopest podcasters right now that there is. I think he is fearless in taking on dreams, and one time I thought he was gonna start fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I would have supported him doing that. But he is one of my favorite commentators when it comes to the UFC sport. And Joe Rogan, I didn't butcher your fucking name. You're fucking dope. We fuck with you. Last one I'm gonna give you is we got a female. No, not a female. I was gonna throw a good one at you. I got it. The weed didn't fuck me up. LeBron James.
LeBron. I would say, man. You know what? I thought a lot about this.
You're in Chicago.
And I can't.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you, bro.
So first off, I don't think he's the greatest of all time basketball player-wise, but I do think he's definitely number 2, no doubt. But
number 2?
Yeah, no doubt. But I'd say the biggest
thing.
So
who's number 1?
I mean, obviously it's Jordan. I'm from Chicago. I can't. I gotta represent. But I think the biggest thing, actually, I'm glad you asked me that question because I thought about a lot about this over the years. Like, I think LeBron, like, when you're in that spotlight like that, and, you get that pressure like that, I feel like I just got a lot of respect for him, like, to be going through that. Like life is tough, man, no matter what you're going through. Like, but to do that on a stage where people are constantly following you around, questioning what you're doing, putting you on. I mean, he had some high expectations. I just feel like, people should be super, like, appreciative of what he's doing through that. And he remained at the highest level, never gotten into no nonsense, you know what I mean? Like, he's always just stayed the course and just been solid, putting in a lot of work. And that's just, like, to me, it's an inspiration, you know what I mean? And
positive words here, positive
words. I'm all about positivity,
Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's my thing,
Kobe's number 2. Kobe's number 2. I'm going to go with Kobe as number 2 after Mike. Kobe was the most split image, closest thing that there was to Michael Jordan. He studied Mike so hard, even on his tongue, when he stuck his tongue out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He studied and studied Mike. He had that back, where he back you up, man.
Yeah, from the Killer Instinct side of it, absolutely.
And his accomplishments. Phil Jackson went over there and gave him that sauce that he had gave the Bulls too. He got that touch, right from Phil. But I wouldn't even say he's number 3. But okay, LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, you got to say it. I mean, the stats don't lie. I know he's been around a long time, but I mean, he's up there in every category. Pretty tough to dispute, I'm saying Kobe is most like Jordan. I'm not disputing that.
He a big old crybaby. I love you, LeBron. Yeah. I'm only at 5'8", bro. I'm not saying I don't want no trouble. You heard? Yeah. It's your boy Pop, man. OgiePop right here. Let you know what's popping, who's popping, how we popping it right here. Pop off. Let them know where to follow you and all that good shit.
Yeah, you can follow me at FLO _ the Songwriter. That's my Instagram. You can follow me, FLO the Songwriter. On YouTube, I got a whole bunch of videos directed by Will Gates, at least 20, if not 30 probably at this point. We got at least 5 we haven't released yet, and another one we're about to do after this interview.
What's the name of this joint?
This joint right here is called Got That.
Got that. You hear me? Look, right here, What's Poppin Podcast. Just so you know, just in case you don't know, we got that. You hear me? If you're an upcoming artist, if you're an upcoming entrepreneur, if you are, a business owner, we got you. Hit up What's Poppin Podcast. We fucking with the whole community. Yeah. We trying to make this outlet here for everybody. Not just I'm not bougie like that. You hear me? I fuck with you. It's your boy OgiePop. We gonna keep giving you that sauce. Stay tuned in.
Told me no, never no support for the kid named Flo. Got that, there's a reason I told you so. G-O-T, got that for the glow. Got it. I got that center feel, call me Willie Mays. I got that rent it, get it, got it, now I'm paid. I got that never been a doubt it, what I do. I got that better than I'm ever get a clue.